So 8 a.m. this morning, we got us some precipitation that's being shown, supposedly moving in, right? And of course, I'm in Allegan County, okay, and just kind of hitting the corner of where we're at in this county. But there's our little bit of proofs and evidences towards yesterday's recordings of precipitation within the forecast model that, of course, I predicted. We'll continue on with this day, June 8th, 2025, Sunday. Continuing on with this Sunday morning. This is what happens when you inadvertently and mistakenly buy food products with bioengineered ingredients. It becomes cat food. And here we have a couple of bowls of tuna noodle casserole that I made up for the cats last night because of said products with bioengineered ingredients, in which we'll go ahead and mix in a little bit of Ship and Shore Seafood Melody cat food. Alright, and so these guys get a little bit of a special mix for a Sunday morning breakfast. And we'll go ahead and continue outside. Yeah, I guess I can show what it looks like after I mix in the cat food, right? Doesn't that just look scrumptious? Well, I'm quite certain the cats will be all over this stuff. We'll find out. Alright, 8:15 a.m. This one here has been waiting patiently for me. Getting ready to run off out into the woods as soon as I walk out this door. Watch this. Yeah. You ready? Huh? In the meantime, of course, we got the others waiting for me out here. Yes. Oh, that's gonna be a crappy recording. But that's basically the way this day has started anyways. Kind of crappy because, well, I kind of tweaked my back, which I made mention of in yesterday's recordings. Basically, due to carrying stuff, too much stuff back from the store, and then holding this camera up for, on and off for hours and hours and hours, and it just finally, it took its toll on my back. Muscles started seizing up. Yeah, but we could see this little ball of light out here. We'll go ahead and which kind of looks strange. Here, let's zoom in just a little bit here. As we look at this blurred out mess. Well, okay, so there's the sun and a nice kind of squarish looking aspect up there, right? Now, of course, let's blur out again. Alright, we're going to end this and I'll be back. 8:20 a.m. Well, it seems like the cooking and cat food mixture is quite the success. Seems how she was waiting so patiently for me this morning. I decided to hide the bowl just with some in it, just for this one. Of course, its ear's been chomped off as well. And I can't remember the name that I've given this one. But, what's the matter? You okay? Is that good? Anyways, yeah. So because it's a little bit of change of pace. Oh, here comes trouble now. My boy Spirit's coming up, and he's smelling what's on the table, and probably upset. Let's be nice, Spirit, okay? Let's behave. There's plenty to go around. Yeah. Well, Screamer. Well, yeah. Well, anyways, there's plenty to go around. Let's go ahead and sneak on out here. Yeah, as I was tending to the cats, of course, we had a very audible flyover. So, of course, the spraying continues, of course. Um, and, it's getting very, very pathetic when it comes down to so much crap in the air up overhead to where it is, really affecting the eye of the camera. No, it is not my phone that is causing all the blurring issues and lack of focusing. It is because of all the particulates in the air, possibly that of aluminum or aluminium, as some people pronounce it. So whether it is that or what, who knows? But there's also been this case to where people are becoming very lethargic, very tired. Of course, the achiness of bones and all that. And once again, they want to put out these false narratives of, oh, it's the sun, it's the sun. No, it's all this crap they keep spraying in the skies. And as far as I'm concerned, this goes back to 2019, right? And of course, we have the SLES virus of me, okay? SLES me, okay? And of course, they're going to be, it's going to be the next big issue to where they're going to want everybody go under the bite of the snake. And if it's not that, then it will be some other kind of, scenario. And, something else that came about this morning, and I'm really getting tired of this scenario because this is every year, right around this time of year, and as well as at some point in the autumn months, to where the CDC comes out and says, oh, well, we got to do a national recall of this or that because of what? Concerns over listeria. Concerns. Okay? And this goes hand in hand with the culling of chickens over concerns of avian flu or the bird flu. You have to pay attention to the wordings used. Okay? And that's in all case scenarios anymore today. Whether it's politicians, scientists, teachers, or whomever, question all authority, question all narratives. Hell, even question my narratives. But of course, unlike most narratives out there, I provide the proof and the evidences to which I speak, right? And when it comes to that, there is very little room left for argumentation or debate. I appreciate those channels out there that like to, further the cause over the concerns of chemtrailing and all that. But you know what? You know, people out there that do an occasional 3 or 5 minutes of recording of these trails, and and leave it at that. Well, yeah, it's nice to look at, but where's the message? Okay? Why do you think I don't have a whole lot of subscribers? Why do you think that I don't get a whole lot of views? Yeah. Because my explanations come directly through my observations, and observations on a repetitive scale. And once again, we have an aircraft flying overhead. Now, whether or not we will actually get any kind of precipitation this morning, yeah, that's quite debatable, because after all, I don't agree with even what we've seen as far as their little radar map, because it's all lies. When it comes down to weather, it's all lies. Until you come over here to this channel and I expose the realities of what we have and what we have had. Now, as this will begin to clear throughout the day, of course, once again, here's my prediction. We will be seeing more aircraft activity as this day progresses, and we will more likely see more of the strangeness of shapes within the clouds. And if you still want to, have a thought process, it's just imagination, it's just shadows, it's just silhouettes, you know what? Move on. Because if you want to see real life, I show it. What you see on TV and what you see on most of the content through this pathetic platform, it is all entertainment. I'm not here for entertainment purposes. I am here to show the reality of realities within our existences, and all the connections that I can make to prove certain valid points. So on that note, this is long enough now. Just, crap content as far as I'm concerned, but I'm still going to go ahead and post it, regardless of blur factors or whatever else. I am still uploading content from yesterday. Thank you kindly for the slowdown in the uploading process, YouTube. And that's what really gets me. When you really think about it, I'm not monetized. But no, basically over all the years, I've actually been paying YouTube to post my own content. And if you really think about it, you just might understand. Okay, now I am smelling rain. That essence, that ionization of the air, once again, like being next to a pool of water, or that first bout or flow of warm water from a garden hose, that kind of smell that is in the air. So, their cloud seeding efforts or geoengineering or what have you, yeah, okay. And I can vaguely make out a streamer up in here now. It is not going to be visible. I can guarantee that, but the signs are now appearing and will continue to come forth that much more once again as this day continues. And until that point of continuation, we will end this here and now and continue later. Morning, Jay. How you doing, buddy? Huh? How's Jay doing this morning? Oh, we got Jay and company. Right? Right up directly over my head. And who do we have up here now? Of course, it's going to be all blurry. Oh, there goes. Who? Oh, okay, that's a robin. Okay. So I've got robins now up overhead as well as blue jays. Okay, I guess I was, yeah. Once again, a false ending because, you know, the recordings always continue. Creeping in through our little hole in the woods. Morning, buddy. How you doing, huh? Yeah. Okay, everybody getting full bellies? I can see some baths are being taken now. We got Sylvia or Boots, whoever up here. And the other one is taking off. Hey, buddy. Yep. For some reason, I'm getting some bad vibes from you this morning. Like you could swarp out at any time. Yep. I can feel that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep. And, of course, I still have another bowl of the casserole up there in the kitchen, waiting for tonight's feeding. Hi, Bart. Coming up, buddy. Slowly moving in. And see, these cats, once I name them, they take to their names. You know, regardless of any other names that they might have been given by others in the past, they take to the names that I give them. And we have an aircraft flying overhead. Once again, you know, adding to all this mix. Just lovely stuff. Tux, you know what? I'm going to have to sneak in there and grab my bowl. Just so I can, yeah, they've really gone to town on this pile back here. There was like 4 or 5 cats just right on it. Easy now, come on. Okay, so this is, okay, so we've got 3 cow kitties up here now. This is one that I'm not real familiar with. Now we've got Bart back here. And then of course we have China Girl right here. My lady. Oh, that was my sandals farting. Come on, guys. It's all right. Come on up. Come on. You can come up and eat. Well, I guess I'm going to have to sit out here for a little while before I can even have my own breakfast, which I have yet to have. Where'd he go? Oh yeah, slowly sneaking up. Black Bart with his black nose. Come on up, Bart. I'll try to keep the peace if you want to come up and eat. You're all right. It's okay. Hi there. Morning. Where'd you go? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna squat down here. Oh, oh yeah, boy, there's a cool breeze coming through now. Um, Actually, feels like it's kind of taking the moisture out of the air. Come on, Bert, you can come up. I'll try to keep Spirit at bay. Spirit, let's behave, okay? Well, like I said, everybody feels special when it comes down to the big bowl. And that's basically because of everyone. When I say everyone, I'm talking about all the cats. The interactions between me and Spirit, and his being his meals being given to him out of plastic bowls, and so well, it started up a trend, I guess. I'm gonna sit here for a few more minutes, and if Jay or any of the other birds come up to visit, I'll go ahead and record. Well, we're getting a little bit of precipitation now. I can hear the drops hitting the leaves. It sounds like Jay's coming back up. Yeah, yeah. Like I stated, I could smell the water in the air, and like I said, we are getting drops coming down, and it's audible upon the leaves. Let's go ahead and pause it once again and wait just a little bit more. And this is kind of, well, this is kind of strange because I happen to have this little one, Bullseye, that's decided to crouch right alongside of me, listening to me, watching me. Okay, we'll pause this. Yeah, we'll pause this on pause. And Bart finally made it up. And I'm kind of glad that Spirit's over here. Everybody's getting there a little bit, so that's good. You know, just as a side note observation, with this being Sunday morning, I have to say I get quite the chuckle out of seeing people dressed up, headed for church. And here I know what they are like throughout the remainder of the week. Yeah, gotta love those heathen hypocrites, huh? This is my church. This is the only church. Right here. Nature. Seriously? My lady, my lady. Yeah, we got quite a little bit of friskiness in the air, or so it appears. Hey. Yeah, more raindrops are now starting to come down. What's the matter, Tiny? Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I started to move about, and Bart said, I'm done now. I'm out of here. But quite certain he got. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see that China still has a lot of playfulness, even though she is a couple of years old now. Okay, hey buddy. Um, yeah, I think we're going to pause this once again, and I'm going to start gathering up stuff and head back in, so I can have breakfast myself. Once again, we have sporadic raindrops coming down. Yeah, we'll be back. Alright, well, dang it. We're getting ready to leave, and Jay just flew by. And yeah, we are having, once again, another flyover. They just keep adding to this crap, but see, we are now starting to clear. But yeah, aircraft flying up overhead here. See the difference now. Yeah, I bet people really get a kick out of watching me. Yep, we're continuing on, and we'll be making our appearance quite well known soon. And I could go ahead and I'm seeing things that I could zoom in on, target and zoom in on, but I'm not going to. Robin. And I'm not gonna stick around and wait for bird visitations. I got things to do, so I guess we'll be back at some given point in time. Back there on the flip side. And of course, we will go from there until that time. Take care.